Hey there, future English stars. Have you ever walked into a classroom and felt lost because you didn't understand the basic phrases everyone was using? Maybe you heard words like homework or classmate, but you weren't sure what they meant? Don't worry, we've all been there.
That's right, Isla. Today, we're going to take you on a fun journey through the classroom. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to navigate any classroom with confidence, but you'll also learn 10 essential vocabulary words that will make you sound like a natural. So whether you're in school now, preparing to join a class, or just curious about classroom language, stick around because we've got some awesome tips and tricks just for you.
And here's the best part. These words and phrases aren't just for the classroom. You can use them in many situations, so they're super valuable to know. Ready, Samuel?
Ready to learn and have some fun, Isla. Let's dive right in and make sure you're fully prepared for your next classroom experience. Let's start with the basics. When you're in a classroom, there are a few key words you'll hear all the time. First up, the word teacher. This is the person who helps you learn. You might say, "My teacher is very helpful," or "I have a question for the teacher." Easy, right?
Exactly. And then we have student. That's you. A student is someone who is learning. You could say, "I'm a student at ABC school," or "the students are working on a project." Repeat after me. I'm a student. My teacher is great.
Great job. Now, let's add a few more essential words. How about homework? This is the work your teacher gives you to do at home. You might say, "I have homework to do tonight," or "My homework is almost finished." Let's practice together. I have a lot of homework. I did my homework last night.
And don't forget, classmate. This is the word for the other students in your class. You could say, "My classmate is very nice," or "I study with my classmates." Let's try it. My classmates are friendly. I work well with my classmates.
All right. Now that you know some basic words, let's talk about classroom commands. These are the instructions your teacher might give you. For example, listen is a command that means to pay attention. Your teacher might say, "Listen carefully," or "Please listen to the instructions." Let's practice. Listen to your teacher. I'm listening carefully.
And another common command is raise your hand. This is what you do when you want to ask a question or answer one. Your teacher might say, "Raise your hand if you know the answer," or "Please raise your hand before speaking." Repeat after me. I raise my hand to ask a question. Raise your hand to speak.
Great work. How about open your book? This means to turn to a specific page in your textbook. Your teacher might say, "Open your book to page 10," or "Please open your books now." Let's try it. Open your book to the first chapter. I opened my book to the right page.
And one more. Sit down. This is a simple command your teacher might use to ask you to take your seat. You could hear, "Please sit down," or "Everyone sit down, please." Let's practice. Sit down and be quiet. I sat down at my desk.
Now that we've covered commands, let's move on to some common classroom phrases you'll hear often. One of the most common is, "Can I go to the bathroom?" This is a polite way to ask for permission to leave the classroom. You might say, "Excuse me, can I go to the bathroom?" Repeat after me. "Can I go to the bathroom, please?"
Another useful phrase is, "I don't understand." This is important when you need help or when something isn't clear. You could say, "I don't understand this question." Or, "Can you explain it again? I don't understand." Let's practice. I don't understand this word. I need help because I don't understand.
And of course, what does this mean? Is a great phrase to use when you come across a word or sentence you don't know. You can ask your teacher, "What does this word mean?" Or, "Can you explain what this means?" Try it out. What does this sentence mean? What does this word mean?
These phrases are super helpful when you're learning something new. Don't be afraid to use them. They show that you're engaged and eager to learn.
Next up, let's talk about some important classroom objects. First, we have desk. This is the table where you sit and work. You might say, "I'm sitting at my desk," or "My desk is neat and tidy." Let's practice. "I keep my books on my desk. My desk is clean."
And how about notebook? This is where you write down your notes. You could say, "I need a new notebook," or "I wrote it in my notebook." Repeat after me. "I have a math notebook. My notebook is full of notes."
Don't forget about pencil. This is what you use to write. You might say, "I need to sharpen my pencil," or "I wrote it with a pencil." Let's try it. "I have a yellow pencil. My pencil is sharp."
And lastly, we have eraser. This is what you use to remove mistakes. You could say, "I made a mistake, so I need my eraser," or "The eraser doesn't work well." Let's practice. "I used my eraser. I need a new eraser."
Let's do a quick recap of the 10 key vocabulary words we've learned today. These words will help you navigate any classroom with ease. Teacher, the person who teaches you. Student, someone who is learning. Homework, assignments you do at home. Classmate, your fellow students. Desk, the table where you work. Notebook, where you write your notes. Pencil, what you use to write. Eraser, what you use to correct mistakes. Listen, pay attention to your teacher. Raise your hand, what you do when you want to speak.
These words are essential for your success in the classroom. Keep practicing them, and you'll feel more confident every time you step into a classroom. And don't forget, learning is all about asking questions and staying curious.
Now it's your turn. Try creating your own sentences or even a short story using the words we've learned today. For example, describe a day at school or write about your classroom experience. This will help reinforce what you've learned and make it stick.
And here's a fun challenge. Create a classroom dialogue using these words and phrases. You could imagine a conversation between you and your teacher or with a classmate. Post it in the comments. We'd love to see how creative you can get.
Before we go, remember that learning English is a journey, and every day you're getting better. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in the classroom and beyond. Don't worry if you don't get everything perfect right away. What matters is that you're trying, and that's how you grow.
Absolutely, Samuel. And remember, learning doesn't stop when you leave the classroom. You can practice these words and phrases at home, with friends, or even by watching more videos like this one. The key is to keep using what you've learned, and soon it will feel natural to you.
And if you ever feel stuck or need a little extra help, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to support you on your English learning journey, whether it's in the comments, through social media, or in our next video. We're always ready to help you succeed.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so proud of the progress you've made, and we can't wait to see how far you'll go. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. And remember, practice makes perfect, so keep learning, keep asking questions, and most importantly, keep having fun.
See you in the next video. Keep practicing those classroom words, and remember, you're doing an amazing job.